gonna start this video by addressing the elephant in the room. I have been absent from YouTube for months. This is definitely the longest I've gone without uploading a video since I started my channel back after graduating high school. But now I'm getting my MBA. Life happens and I am so busy, but I am also so excited to be back here right now to film my top 10 trends for fall of 2023. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Marilyn, or some people call me Chidera, and welcome to my channel. It started off as like a lifestyle, beauty, hair channel, but now I'm really just diving into fashion, talking reviews, and that's where I really want to focus my attention on. So we're going to do that by going through 10 of the trends that I have seen trending on social media, on the runways, and things that I have just been seeing pop up more and more over the last few years that I think are staples for this season. And if you don't know, my birthday is the first week of fall, so I just feel like I have a deep connection with fall. You know what I mean? All right. Let's go ahead and start. I have my phone in my hand, so I will be looking at that throughout this video. We're gonna start with the very first one, and I just got two of this very item, and it is pleated skirts. I like them long and I like them short. So I think that this is such a beautiful trend because there's so much versatility in what you can do with a pleated skirt. It adds a depth of like texture and just a new dimension to your clothing. And it took me so long to get on this train. Like, I always liked midi skirts, but for some reason I couldn't figure out what it was about plain skirts that I didn't like. It actually wasn't until the ribbed skirts came out where I was like, oh, I kind of like a ribbed skirt. And then I started seeing the pleated skirts come out, starting with like the Miu Miu schoolgirl skirt that came out a little over like 2 years ago now. Oh yes, I'm there. #1 fan of that. I just feel like I'm gonna be babbling this whole video, you know? So go ahead and exit now if you don't like people that talk a lot, because I talk a lot. So the next thing we have is trench coats. Trench coats are a no-brainer for fall. I actually just got a trench coat. You know what? I should honestly bring out all of my items that I have that match these trends. Let me do that real fast. Let's jump back to the pleated skirt real fast. We have this short one. It's actually a skirt. I don't even know if you can see the depth of it. I got it from COS, and if this one is a size 12, I believe. This one is just the tad bit large on me, but that's perfectly fine because these are often super short and I'm just not comfortable with things that are too short. This is such a perfect little black skirt to wear with like this sweater. I also got this sweater from COS. COS has just been one of my favorite brands, but it's so beautiful. It has the double loops at the back here with some buttons, and I just love it. The next pleated skirt I got is also from COS. This one still has a tag on, unworn, and this is a maxi pleated skirt, and I think I really like this one because as you move you can just see how the pleats expand, and it's kind of different widths in the pleats too. From top to bottom it gets a little bit more wider, and it's narrower towards the waistband, and this is just a regular elastic waistband. I got this one in a size 10, and this is true to size, so it works out pretty fine. Going back to trench coats, I have this coat here that I got from Attire the Studio. Attire the Studio, if you don't know, is from the influencer Xania Dance. This is her clothing brand, and boy do I have a story for my order that is still ongoing 2 months later, by the way, but I can get into that in another video if you want like a brand review of them. But this is a very well made, good quality trench coat. This one was made in Portugal. It's an XL. I got that because I was like, think about the sweaters. You have to think about the real estate for your sweaters, right? Next we have our silver details. Silver details are huge. Like anything that you see out there that's like black leather, either on shoes, purses, jackets, pants, there are silver details all over the place. And I'm not just talking about like a silver zipper or like a buckle. I mean a real pop of a silver detail on there. There was this bag that I saw, I think it was, who had the bag? Who had the bag? I can't even remember whose bag it was, but it was on some runways from earlier this year. I'll add some pictures here. There were some bags, there were dresses. Oh, who was it when the guys had the little pinch on them? Just iconic ways to incorporate silver details into garments that makes it pop even more. The next trend is gonna be fur, and this one's a little controversial depending on people's opinions. Personally, I love fur. I think that it's a really classic fabric and material, and I do think though it needs to be non-synthetic, because non-synthetic furs, if you're gonna get real fur, buy it secondhand. It makes so much more sense to me, and even that is better than buying synthetic furs, because also synthetic furs, sometimes they have a really bad odor, and those furs are always the ones that end up like falling apart and just get really matted and just kind of look gross and dingy. But real fur will never do that to you, and real fur has actual like practices in place, and there are people who can help with maintaining that. So I'm going out here. I know that once it gets cold outside, I am getting real fur secondhand, probably from the RealReal, because you know the RealReal and I are girls, okay? So I'll probably get it from the RealReal. I am also trying to get one of those cute little fur headbands that I see like my little Russian girlies wearing out there. They're kind of cute. I know I just said silver details, but now I'm also talking about mixed metals. Mixed metals are iconic. If you are scared to mix your metals, you are missing out. You better get a silver ring, gold bracelet, silver and gold necklaces, earrings, body chains, everything. Mix all the metals. I actually think if you are trying to approach this and you're being weird about it and only adding like one like mixed metal item, it looks weird. I think that with this trend, the more the merrier. It's like getting a stack, I've seen that a lot, a stack of gold and silver and maybe even a little colored gemstones and rhinestones in there. It is beautiful, and I think that honestly that's something that kind of comes with age, because I remember when I was younger, I did not like the idea of mixing metals. I was like, it's only gold, everything. But the people that I've actually been pulling that inspiration from have all been older women, or women that were older than me at least, that I was like, you look really cool, I want to be like you. I love the cherry wine nail trend just because I think that it takes that bright red that can sometimes be a little bit obnoxious, if I'm being honest, and dulls it down to a much more matured look. And maybe that's just my vibes lately. I'm loving anything that gives me a matured vibe, and I think cherry wine nails does that exquisitely. Like, I am just picturing myself with my cherry wine nails, a little fur around my head, fur jacket, sitting somewhere in like the Alps. Like, that's what I picture when I think of cherry wine nails, and I love that. Guys, we are zooming down this list. We only have 3 more left, and the next one is actually going to be ballet flats. Ballet flats have been around for such a long time now, but the ones that I am more focused on are the current ballet flats that kind of all have a little twist and something special about them. So like, you have the Alaïa ones with all of the silver metal balls on them, or the strap, and then you have the tabby ones with like the hoof feet, and then you have like the Chanel pump flats, or just the regular flats with a strap as well, but then like a separated color toe. A lot of it has been a lingo of replacing sneakers with flats, and I do think replacing sneakers with flats looks so much better, and I'm actually personally looking into buying the white tabby ones. I think that those are so beautiful. The Chanel ones I do like, but I don't know if I like them enough. I already have some Chanel shoes that I also got from the RealReal that I really love, and I just feel like right now I'm not interested in getting that. I want to try something new, so I'm gonna go with the Maison Margiela tabbies. This next one is definitely just a me thing, but I am really liking the color blue for fall, and I'm talking about a light blue and a cerulean, however you pronounce that type of blue. I love those colors. It's such a nice pop against this latte beige and tan that always pops out in the fall. And there's something against those colors. Like, if that is the only color scheme you like, you rock it, good for you. But I like a pop of color every now and then. So that cherry wine also in the nails, I've seen that pop up in details on clothing, so I like that as a detail of color. I just got a scarf, actually also from COS. Let me show you. It's this light blue merino wool scarf, and I'm obsessed with it. Is this not the most beautiful color? And it has the fringe finish on the bottom, and it's actually more, I guess, like of a baby blue than a light blue, but I love it. It's 80 by 12, I believe, so you just take it and wrap it, and it's one of their long scarves. There's like so much fuzz flying everywhere right now. Let me take this off. But going into the next trend with these oversized scarves in the matching tops, jackets, coats, I have seen this sent down every single runway I have looked at this season. As obnoxious and repetitive as I think it's been for a few seasons actually, as well as across runways, I am obsessed with it. I love it. I think that it's so chic and it's so cute, and that with like a leather glove sticking out, oh my gosh, I just love that type of look. Like, that's how I would dress if I lived somewhere where it was appropriate to dress like that. Over here in Ohio, we don't really dress like that. And honestly, I probably will start dressing like that pretty soon. Because who cares? Let me check if I have any other trends that I'm missing. No, yeah, that was everything. If you are new to my channel and you haven't seen me talk about this stuff before, welcome. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe. And to everybody that has been a consistent subscriber to me and interacting with my content, I literally love and appreciate you so much. I don't think you understand how motivating that is as somebody who makes content. So love you guys, appreciate you, and hopefully you will get another video from me very soon here as things start to cool down. I have one more semester left of my MBA and then I am back to business. But in the meantime, go ahead and check out my blogs if you want to stay more up to date with me, where I'm a little bit more consistent with weekly postings. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!